Hello, I'm Darlene Kendrick with Lake Norman YMCA, and I'd like to share with you a senior yoga practice. So we're going to need a couple of props today, and we're going to need a couple of blankets, or if you don't have any blankets, you can use a couple of towels, and also a strap. And if you don't have a strap, you could use a belt, or you could even use a large kitchen towel. So if you need to stop the recording for a moment, please do so, and you can go and get your props. Otherwise, we'll just go ahead and get started. We're going to start out today by just sitting up really tall. And as you can see from here, my knees are lifted up. And so I'm going to take a couple of blankets here, and I'm going to pull them underneath my body. And I'm sitting more towards the front of the blankets. And as you can see there, my knees relax down, which helps relax my hips. And it also tilts your pelvis forward and also helps your spine just be more lengthened. Let's put our palms up here. And lengthening our spines and opening our hips is what we're going to focus on today. So go ahead if you're comfortable and just soften your eyes. Soften your forehead and soften the tongue of your mouth. Draw your shoulders over your hips and then tuck your chin back just a little bit. That way your ears are over shoulders and your shoulders are over your hips. Palms are up. You're just breathing normally here. On your next breath, inhale on your nose. Let the low ab fill up like a balloon. Invite the air all the way into your chest. And then exhale through your nose. Chest falls, the ribs knit back in, and then draw that low ab all the way back to your spine. Inhaling in your nose and exhaling through your nose. Just continue to breathe that way. And let your breath meet the movements of your body. Explore how your body and your breath move with one another. Let's invite more balance into our practice today. And let's also just work on bringing more ease with the poses with less effort. Take 2 more breaths here, in your nose and out of your nose. Good. Go ahead and butterfly your eyes open. And I just want to talk about a cleansing breath as well. Whenever you feel your body is getting warm or you just need some relief, what you'll do is inhale on the nose, exhale through your mouth with a haw. Inhale on the nose, exhale through your mouth with a haw. Good. Let's go ahead and just take our chin down to our chest. Left ear goes over to the left shoulder. And then inhale as the chin comes down to the chest, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale as the chin comes down to the chest, left ear, left shoulder. One more time, other side. Inhaling down, right ear, right shoulder. Now let's do a full circle, but stop when your chin comes down to your chest and roll the opposite direction. And what we're doing here is we are opening up real slowly the thoracic spine, that spine right there on the back of the neck. So be gentle with yourself here as you're moving your neck. You should have 1 more roll. Good. And then just lift your head up. Good. Just take your legs straight out in front of you. And then just go ahead and take the blankets and push them back behind you. Good. We're going to take our strap and we're going to lengthen our spines here. So take the strap right there below the flesh part of the toes. Elbows are out to the side. Flex your feet up. Inhale and lengthen and pull on the strap as you lead yourself forward. So what you don't want to do is round out your back. You want to lengthen your spine. So you want to lead more with your nose and also the crown of your head. Pulling on the strap, shoulders away from the ears. You can draw your ab in. If you have any low back issues, you need to bend your knees up. So either your knees will be bent up for low back protection or have the knees straight, whichever is best for you. Keep breathing in your nose and out of your nose. One more breath. Good. Inhale as you come on up. Just take the strap off to the side. Legs are out front. Take the right leg up. Right arm comes around, flexing up both feet. Draw your shoulders over your hips. And then just rock your leg here. Opening up your hips. You can have the leg in close, or if it's more comfortable to have it up here, then put it here. Just put the leg where you're feeling it in your hip. You want to feel movement into the hip. Opening up the hip real gently as we start here. Good. Go ahead and just set that foot down and then take hold of your left leg. Left arm comes around, right hand around the foot. Sit up very straight and start rocking this hip. Again, having it in close to you, or you can have it out here. You just want to feel that opening in your hip. Just keep moving a couple more rocks. Good. Go ahead and just set that foot down. Shake it out. Good. We're going to do one more, lengthening our spines. I'm just going to turn to the side here so you can see it here. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. The legs are out to the side. Not real far out, just not in too close, just comfortable. The thumbs come on the inside, fingers wrap around. I want you to inhale and lengthen, have a really straight spine here. Pulling on your feet as your elbows move in towards your hip creases. So the elbows are moving towards your hip creases, lengthening your back. So what you don't want to do is round it out. So even if you're just this far, if you're pulling on your feet, this is as far as you can come down, then this is where you are today. Just have the back straight. One more full breath here. Good. Inhale as you come up. Take the hands on the outside of the legs, close them up like a book, and put your legs straight out in front of you. Good. From here, take your left leg out to the side. The right leg is going to come to the inner thigh. Right arm comes down. Left palm is up. Inhale here, keeping the elbows straight, and then start moving the right arm out. Flex up the left foot. Your head can look down. Your head can look forward. Or you can look all the way up. The main thing is you want to keep this left hip engaged on the earth. You don't want to roll up like this. So continue to breathe. If that left hip came up, go ahead and bring that left hip down. If you're real open, you might even be able to take your forearm down. But don't do that if the hip comes up. One more breath here, lengthening the whole side of the body. Good. Come on up. Just switch out your feet. Good. Left arm comes to the mat. Right palm comes up. Inhale here as the left palm goes out, leaning over, lengthening. Flex up that right foot. You pick where you'd like your head down, to the middle, or all the way up. If that elbow starts to bend, please lengthen it out. Straighten out that elbow so you can get that long stretch in the whole right side of the body. Good. One more breath here. Good. Go ahead and come on up. We're going to move over to our hands and knees. So move over to your hands and knees. I'm going to use a blanket here. I like to have that extra support for underneath my knees. I'm just going to push my strap off to the side. Good. So now from here, I want you to just take your sit bones back to a child's pose. Straighten out your arms as much as you can. Breathe here. Feel that heart space open up on your inhale. All the way on your back. Good. Inhale here. Rise up onto your knees. Let the arms circle the outside of the body. Gaze up. Exhale, fall forward into your child's pose. Inhale here, arching your back, gaze rise up to the sky. Exhale, chin to chest, tailbone rolls over. And then all the way back to your child's pose. Good. Go through that flow again. Inhale here. Exhale, fall forward, back to your child's pose. Inhale here, arching the back, eyes gaze up, cow. Exhale, chin to chest, tailbone rolls under, cat pose. And then all the way back to your child's pose. Good. From here, we're just going to come down to our stomach. So I'm just going to come off of my blanket, set my blanket off to the side, and just come on down to your stomach here. We're going to work on lengthening and strengthening our low back. So your hands come right here by your chest. Elbows come in tight. So let your elbows have toes touch. Knees are touching, inner thigh. Lift up here. And the lift is not coming from your hands. Lift with your low back. You have all of these muscles that wrap around your core here. So those are the muscles you're using. So your arms are here, shoulders are away from your ears. The tops of your feet are pressing down into your mat. One more breath. Good. Go ahead and come on down. Left ear to the mat, toes touch, heels come apart, relaxing here. Good. Rise your head up and then bring your elbows right there by your chest. Spread your fingers wide. You will be pressing into the earth with your forearm and your hand, lifting up your head here. Keep your spine straight, so don't take the neck down. Don't take your neck back. Just a long, straight spine. Looking down at the floor a little bit above your mat. Tops of the feet are pressing into the mat, and the top and your feet are about a block distance apart. Breathing here. And what we're doing now, continue to stay there as we're opening up the middle of the back. The first pose worked on the low back. This one's working on our mid back. One more breath here. Good. Go ahead and just come up to your hands and knees. And we're going to get ready to stand up. So however you find best to stand up, I'm going to take one leg here. I'm going to take my other foot hip distance. I'm going to take the crown of my head to the floor. Big bend in my knees. I'm going to roll up really slow. Just one vertebrae at a time as I come all the way up. Good. And from here, just be at the top of your mat. I'm just going to face forward towards you. And I'm going to come into mountain pose. My feet are hip distance apart. I'm engaging my quads, engaging my core, taking my shoulders away from my ears, fingers spread wide. Just breathe here in your mountain pose. Good. Let's open up the very tops of our back, between our shoulder blades. Bring your hands to your shoulders here. Bring your elbows in on your inhale. Exhale out. Inhale here. Exhaling out. Inhale together. Exhale out one more time. Good. Go ahead and bring the arms down. We're going to do some balancing poses. And in yoga, balancing poses, in my opinion, are some of the most important poses we can do because we never know when we're going to we might accidentally stumble and we need to catch ourselves and balance. So you can either use a chair, or if you want to stand alone, you can stand alone, or if you have a wall nearby, you can use the wall. But wherever the chair is or the wall, that's the leg you would want to balance on. So I'm going to balance on my right foot first. I'm going to bring my hand to my hip and my other hand to the wall. Or if you're not using the wall, bring your hands to heart center. Shift your weight to the right foot. As you turn and you open up your knee off to the side, toe can touch the earth, the heel touches your calf. You need to stare at one thing that's not going to move. And if you're holding on to the wall, that's perfectly fine. If you want to let both of your arms go or just let one arm go into a full tree pose, you're welcome to do that. And you stay there in your balancing pose. If you come out, just jump back in. Make sure that your knee is not forward or is off a little bit of the side. You want the knee all the way off to the side. You want a full hip opener here in your tree pose. Good. If your hands are up, bring them on back. And bring the knee forward. Set your foot down. Just relax that out. If you're using a chair or using the wall, go ahead and turn around or go to the other side, because we're going to balance with the left foot now, so you'd want the wall on that left side. So start out with your hands at heart center. Make sure your feet are straight. Always look at your feet. Make sure they're hip distance apart, feet are straight, quads engaged, ab engaged, shoulders away from ears. Find something to stare at. Shift your weight to the left foot as you open up the right knee. And again here, see how my knee is off to the side and not to the front? If it's in your practice to bring that heel below the knee, you're welcome to. The no part is don't put the foot on the knee. So you pick, and then if you're holding onto the wall, you can either let one arm go, you can let this hand kind of walk up the wall if you want to go into full extension of your tree. Continue breathing, don't hold your breath. Good, bring the hands back to heart center. Bring the knee forward and set the foot down. Good, just relax that one out. Good. So we're just going to go back to the top of our mats. I'm going to go back down to the earth. My feet are hip distance. I'm going to inhale my arms, let them circle around the outside of my body. Gaze up. Exhale, fall forward, drawing in your ab. And then inhale up here to a halfway point, to a flat back. Connect your hands to your body. Exhale, bending your knees, and just come on down to your hands and knees. And then just separate your knees here and go back to a child's pose. I'm just going to be here for 2 breaths. One more breath. Good. Go ahead and roll your body up. And then just come off to one hip. Swing your legs around. And we're going to lie on your back, so you're going to be sure that you need your belt right there beside you. So just come down on your back. Sometimes when you come down your back, it might be best to turn to the side and walk your hands out like this. And then slowly roll over to your back. Come down to your back, whichever's most comfortable for you. Legs are long here. Let's skip on my mat a little bit. Good. Draw the right knee in. Flex the left foot. Just draw that knee directly into your chest for a little squeeze here. And then we're going to take the belt right there below the fleshy part, below the toes. Release your arms down to the mat if you have enough room with your belt. Flex your toes. The heel is pushing up. So you want to keep the knees straight. So if you're trying to pull your leg really close to you, you'll see how my knee bent. You don't want to do that. You want the knees straight. So let off on the belt a little bit. So the knee will become straight. Inhaling as the toes come closer to your face. Exhaling as that heel opens up. Really pressing that heel up towards the sky. One more breath. Good. Take both straps to the right hand. Left arm comes out to a T. Open up that right leg here. The left foot is flexed up. Now when you're lying on your back, if you have any issues with your low back, bend up that left knee. Even at the beginning when we had the legs straight up in the air. Anytime you're on your back, bend this opposite knee if you have any back issues. If your leg is out straight and you feel this stretch right here in your psoas, if the stretch feels like a good stretch, then leave the leg straight. If it's too much on your psoas, bend the knee up. Good. Wherever you are, even if the knee is bent, inhale, lifting up this leg. We're going to take both straps into the left hand, right arm comes out, and now start rolling onto your left hip, softening that left leg so that left foot won't be flexed. Your head can be up or your head can be off. Good. Inhale the leg up. Go ahead and let it bend into your chest and just see how this feels here. Just see how the opposite, how that right side of your body feels compared to the left. Good. Draw the left knee into the chest. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Lifting up here. That foot up into the sky. Flex your foot. Heels pressing up. And again, don't bring the knee so close to where it bends. Let the knee come down so you straighten it out. Good. Just keep yourself breathing in your nose and out of your nose. On the inhale, the toes are coming closer to your face. On the exhale, you're pressing that heel all the way up to the sky. Good. Take both straps into the left hand. Right hand comes out to a T. Left leg opens up. Keep breathing. And again, if you feel any pressure on that low back or psoas, then bend up that right knee. If not, the foot is flexed up. On your next inhale, inhale the leg up. Right hand comes, both straps to the right hand, left hand, and then soften that right foot, rolling over to your right hip. Really opening up this big hip muscle now. Your head can be straight or look off to the side. Just keep breathing. Good. Inhale the leg up. Let the belt go. You can just put it off to the side. Just shake out your legs. Good. We're going to do a spine twist and then we'll go into our final Shavasana. So go ahead and bend your knees up and then draw them into your chest here and then let the legs go off to the right. Arms are out into a T, palms are up. Your head can look up or it can look off to the left. Good. On your next inhale, lift your legs up. Go over to the other side. As the legs go down, and then you can have your head up, or you can look off to the right. You can relax your eyes if you wish. Good. Go ahead and lift your legs up. Give yourself a hug here. Kind of rock side to side. Just thank yourself for all of your efforts today. And just let your legs go down the mat. Palms are up. Feet are at least as wide as the mat. Into your final Shavasana. And if you need to bend a knee up because of that low back, then bend one knee, or even you can bend two knees. Whatever is best for your back and for your body. Soften your eyes. Soften your forehead. Let the tongue in your mouth relax. Good. Go ahead and wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Draw your knees into your chest. You can kind of rock side to side. And then when you're ready, roll over to your right side. Let your right arm come out with the right ear. Just relax in that right bicep. And then when you're ready to come up, put pressure into the earth with your left hand, pushing up. Also pressure with the right hand as you come on up. And just come to whatever your favorite seated position is. We'll all just inhale here, gaze up. Bring the hands all the way down to heart center. And just bow your heads. And the light that lives and breathes in me honors the light that lives and breathes in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Again, my name is Darlene Kendrick with the YMCA at the Lake Norman area. I look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.